Filming with Haley. Whoa, that is a lot of hair. Wow. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Haley, and welcome to my channel where I hope I make you laugh. I realize this is a bit different than what I normally do, but I want to grow my community, and I want to try something new, so that's what I'm gonna do. So, welcome to my story time. I'm gonna talk about my most embarrassing moments. I can already see it, like, in my head. This is gonna be so bad. This is the story of the times I've peed myself. Okay, so the first time was the furthest back I can remember is I was like 6 or 7, maybe 8, I don't know, in that age range somewhere. And my mom used to take us to go to the Walmart and to see Santa Claus during like Christmas time and stuff. But like she warned us before, she's like, okay, this isn't the real Santa, like he only comes out on Christmas, these are just his helpers, like to go around to collect what you guys want. And then I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So we were standing in the line, and like as you can imagine, it's a long line. So we were standing in line, and I like had the urge to pee. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I had to pee. So I told my mom, I was like, dude, I gotta pee, like dude, I have to pee. And she was like, she just like kind of brushed it off. She's like, okay, whatever, like just hold it until you're done. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, no, I really have to pee. So she's like, go tell your sister. So I told my older sister, and she was like, okay, I'll take her, no big deal. So she goes in, and like I'm in the cart. I was in like the cart, the big part of the cart, and we were going down the aisle, and we were in like the festive section, because that's where Santa Claus was, and we ended up like the bathroom was right around the corner, so it was like no big deal, like just hop in the car and I'll take you. I was like, okay. So it was right around the corner, but that bathroom was a no-go. It was closed down for maintenance or something, and I guess they closed it to clean it and stuff, so I wasn't allowed in. So we had to go to the other side of the Walmart. We don't just have a normal Walmart. It is a superstore Walmart. It's like a super Target. It's huge. It has everything in it. So from point A to point B, that's a long time, and that's a big distance to cover. So she was strolling down the thing in my cart, and I was like, dude, I really gotta pee. Like, can you speed this up? And I could feel myself about to pee. Like, you know, whenever you're about to pee and you like start to trickle and you're, oh God, I gotta pee. Well, that happened to me, and about 10 seconds later it was a flood. So I'm in the car, and I know I'm peeing. My sister doesn't know I'm peeing. She's still pushing me, and by the time I got to the bathroom, I told her, I was like, dude, I don't gotta pee no more. I don't gotta pee no more. I just took you all the way over here. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, come on, man. I just rolled you all the way over here. I don't have to pee anymore. To make it worse, I was wearing light wash jeans that were so tight that I couldn't roll them up so I could cover it. So I'm in the stall, like freaking out. I'm like crying because my mom's gonna get mad at me because I peed myself, and I'm like, 8 years old, and And then I remember that she posted a Facebook about it. A babysitter / aunt was on me about it for a long time. I vividly remember this so well because it was like the most traumatizing thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, so I was in the 3rd grade, and we used to take these things called SRI testing. We had the computer lab for like the whole day or whatever, and me and my friend were sitting in the back, and I had a crush on this boy. And this is 3rd grade, so there were still cooties, but I liked him. And we were sitting in the back of the room, and we were the only 2 in the last row. There was like 4 rows, and we were the only 2 in the back row. And then my teacher, let's just call her Miss June. Miss June was sitting behind us, just like monitoring everything. And I had to pee, and I asked her, I was like, hey, can I go to the restroom? She's like, after you finish your test. I was like, okay, I could do this. So like I finished my test, like no problem. Like I just had the urge to pee, like it was no big deal. And after the test, I asked her again. I'm like, hey, Miss June, can I go to the bathroom? Like, I really have to go. And she's like, wait until you're done with your math test. And at this point, I really have to pee. So I'm just like, okay. So I just start clicking random answers, And I'm just like, okay, dude, can I go pee? She's like, after you finish your last test. So I'm taking my last test, and I'm freaking out because I really have to pee, but I'm not really taking the test because I have to pee so bad. I'm just clicking answers at this point. And this is like to test if you need to be in like a different type of class, like not really special ed, but like if you need to be in like a slower paced class. And I'm like clicking the answers so fast. I'm like, dude, I no, like this is not good. And I freaking pee myself. Now, remind you, I am next to the boy I like. Okay. Oh, you can go to the bathroom now, honey. Do you want to go to the nurse and get some more pants? I'm like, yeah. And I start like bawling as I'm going down the like aisle, like the hallway, not the aisle. I'm going down the hallway and I'm like bawling because I just peed myself in front of the guy I liked and in front of the teacher. And then I come back because we still are in the computer lab, and I come back with like shorts on, like these weird baggy, like they're not meant for girls. Like they were not girl pants, and it was just not cute. And I had to go back looking like really like off because I wasn't wearing the same clothes. And I came back in, she's like, do you want to retake your tests? And I was like, yeah, I want to retake them. So I start to go on the computer, and he ends up leaving the room because she has to talk to him like about not telling anyone about what happened. And he like swore to secrecy, and he never told anyone, but I've told a ton of people, and now I'm telling you guys. I peed whenever my friend came over. I was laughing so hard. I remember me and my friends, we were in the tub watching movies because, you know, we were that weird like Tumblr people, like just sitting in the tub watching movies, eating pizza rolls out of a cup. Gucci. And I remember like the movie was so funny, and we started talking about something, and it just was so much laughter, and I peed myself. I feel like I'm just like a pee goddess. Like I just like can pee on command. Like just peed right now. I was at the football game, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of people there. So there's a lot of people to witness stuff that happens. I didn't pee myself, so that's good. But I was with my friend, let's just call him Jim. He was talking to the mascot, and he was like, well, I wasn't there, but this is how I imagined it. Hey, dude, my friend over there, do you want to go scare her and give her a hug? Sure, dude, no problem. Like, I think it's funny to scare people. I have no idea what he's doing. He's just talking to him, and I knew he was friends with him. And I was at the concession stand. I came back with the Skittles or whatever. I'm talking to him, and he comes up behind me and starts, like, he scares me, and he's, like, wraps his arm around me, and I start bawling so hard, like, tears to the max. Like, if I wore makeup, that would be gone. And my shirt, I remember my shirt being wet because I was crying so hard. I start, like, shaking and having, like, almost a panic attack, and I fall to the ground, and I'm just crying, and, like, I'm, like, this around my knees, and I'm, like, freaking out. And my friend, Jim, knows about my irrational fear of people in suits. And I realize it's completely irrational because, one, I used to work at a haunted house when there was stuff everywhere, like people dressed up, like, I don't understand, like, why I'm scared of people in big suits. I don't know. But when it comes to mascots, I freak out. Like, every time my friends are like, hey, dude, you want to take a picture of me and the mascot? I'm just like, I will take that picture from a distance back here. No, not today. Scared of clowns? Well, you know, everyone's scared of clowns. Santa Claus, and you're probably wondering, didn't you just say you were going to sit on Santa Claus's lap? No, I never said I was going to sit on his lap. I told my ma that I was not going to do it because she knows my fear as well. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for listening to me talk about my most embarrassing moments. Like this awkward silence. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on all my social media because I post awesome stuff there all the darn time. See y'all Saturday! It's a ramp.